When most people think of the watchmaker Tudor, they think of the Black Bay. Retro vibes, slim profile, a nod to the past. But in 2012, Tudor released something very different from that. This was a watch that didn't care about the past. All it cared about was the deep. And Tudor called it the Pelagos. It is 2:19 p.m. Let's get down to business. Now, it all starts with the name, Pelagos, which derives from ancient Greek Pelagos, which means the open sea or the deep sea. And that makes sense on its face, considering this would be a dive watch with a 500-meter water resistance rating. But I think most brands could probably call this watch something like the Marine 500 or the Hydro 42. But in very Tudor fashion, they chose a name that was both technical and poetic. You see, by this time, Tudor was trying to target a bolder, more youthful audience. Pelagos sounded more vibrant and adventurous, and it wasn't as cumbersome and weighed down by heritage like Oyster or Submariner. Now, the first Tudor Pelagos, again released in 2012, was a 42mm titanium-cased watch with a 500-meter water resistance rating. This watch would have a ceramic bezel, a helium escape valve, and a very interesting clasp. That's right, this is probably one of the most sought-after features on this watch. It's a spring-loaded clasp that adjusts underwater as your wetsuit compresses. At a time when most watch brands were looking in the past at reissues and vintage nostalgia, Tudor was choosing to do something very different. By 2015, Tudor dropped the ETA movements and went in-house for the Tudor Pelagos. This one would have a COSC-certified automatic movement with a 70-hour power reserve. This era also gave us the very sought-after Tudor Pelagos Blue. Come 2016, Tudor, again not satisfied with just different colorways, chose to release something even more innovative and versatile with the Tudor Pelagos LHD, or left-hand drive. Jump to 2021, Tudor and the Pelagos team, again not satisfied with in-house movements or different colorways or different crown positions, wanted to give us something even more interesting and functional, the Pelagos FXD. This watch was a bit different than the other Tudor Pelagoses of the past. This one had a 200-meter water resistance rating instead of that very deep 500, and it had fixed lugs. This was because at the time, Tudor worked with the French military to give them something mil-spec, and as far as they were concerned, that deep water resistance rating wasn't as important as making sure the watch stayed on the personnel's wrists, so no spring bar failures with this FXD. Everything is fixed and everything stays put. Shortly after that, Tudor released the Pelagos FXD GMT, which made a very exciting functional watch somehow even more exciting and functional. So you have in-house movements, you have fixed lugs if you want, you have different crown positions, you have different colors. What if you're interested in all of these things, but you just can't fit a full-fat Tudor Pelagos? Well, by 2022, the Pelagos team decided it was time to shrink the beast. They kept the 200-meter water resistance rating of the FXD and downsized the overall case to 39 millimeters. Many watch enthusiasts refer to this watch as the Goldilocks Pelagos, because out of all the variants out there, this Pelagos 39 seems to be just right. Now, real quick, guys, I wanted to bust in here and let you know that this Tudor Pelagos 39 is actually up for grabs over at wolfwatchclub.com right now. Do not miss out, because the winner will be announced on the Wolf Watch Club YouTube channel in like a couple days. This Sunday, the competition ends, and one of you guys could be walking away with a legit Tudor Pelagos 39, probably the most wearable of the bunch. Click the link in the description below. Do not miss out. Tickets are flying because, again, this is one of the most sought after dive watches of 2025. But now, in 2025, Tudor and the Pelagos team, still not yet satisfied with all the innovative options they've given us, has released the Tudor Pelagos Ultra, a watch with a titanium case and a 1 1,000-meter water resistance rating. So it's clear to see why most watch enthusiasts today think the Pelagos is a very cool, functional dive watch. But as we sit here and step back and look at the history of the Pelagos as a whole, we realize why this is probably the most innovative watch in Tudor's catalog, with a very diverse catalog on its own, and why having one of these Pelagos on your wrist sets you apart in a sea of submariners and seamasters. So comment below, let me know what you think about the Tudor Pelagos and all of its variants. Which one would you choose? And don't forget your chance to get the Tudor Pelagos 39 over at wolfwatchclub.com. Alright guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, and stay in the fight. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.